What's up, my people, and welcome back. Listen, let's be real. Okay. You're overwhelmed because there's a lot coming at you at one time. There's a lot on your plate, and it feels like everything matters at one time. The truth is, it doesn't, right? Everything is not equal, and everything does not carry the same weight. Today, I'm going to give you 3 tools that you can apply right now in real time to actually address this overwhelm that you may be feeling right now. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to use the 80-20 rule to take back control and give yourself some peace on the inside. All right. Tool number one is to find the 20% that actually moves the needle. And so when we're talking about this, take what's in your head and I want you to transfer it to a sheet of paper or a blackboard or whatever it is that you have. But I want you to physically write these things out. Okay. We're going to simplify the process so that way we can find out what the need is and then we're going to address the need. Okay. So when everything feels important, that's the first sign that we are lacking clarity because the truth is everything doesn't carry the same weight. And so what I want you to do is to ask, what's the small part of this that actually moves things forward? Once you ask that question after you've written everything down, I want you to circle 1 or 2 things. Okay. Because some of what you're carrying matters more than the rest. And you'll identify that when you write it down. And so once you have that, then what I want you to do is to stop feeding everything else, but focus only on that 20%. And then this is where tool 2 comes into play, right? I want you to pause the 80%. Don't carry it right now, right? In the Marine Corps, we talk about glass balls and rubber balls. It's okay if the rubber balls drop, they'll bounce back. But the glass balls we have to hold on to. And when we're looking at the idea of prioritizing things that carry more weight and actually is going to move the needle further, the glass balls become the priority. And so that's the whole point of this exercise is to simply identify what really is going to move the needle forward and then what can be put off or what is not needed at all. Okay. Um, the truth is, I want you to realize you don't have to solve everything today. Everything doesn't have to be done right now. You'll start seeing a lot of top 1%ers. They'll speak about applying only, 3 to 5 tasks for your day. What are your top 3 to 5 priorities that need to be accomplished? Set aside some time to focus solely on those top 3 to 5 tasks, uninterrupted, and then knock it out. And slowly by doing that, you'll find out that you're going to get a lot further doing the 20% than you were trying to do everything at one time. Ask yourself what can wait. Ask yourself what doesn't need your attention right now, and then mentally put it down just like that. It may be difficult at first if this is a process that you haven't utilized before, and it may just take some mental adjustment for you to be able to accept the fact that it will be fine, but do it anyway, right? Because if you're already overwhelmed, remember, as we talked about before, as pressure starts to increase, we start to enter into tunnel vision, and then our decision clarity starts to erode, and we're not as effective as we can be. And so it's important to be able to gain clarity back so we can make effective decisions, which then ripple out into our teams, into our business, into all these other aspects of our lives. And it starts with taking the time to clear the noise. And this is how we do that. So just because it exists, it doesn't mean that it needs to be done right now. Please understand that. Okay. So now you got space. And then once you see that you have this space and this freedom, I don't want you to fill it back up. Allow that space to be what it is, right? And then plan things out maybe over the next couple of days, plan things out over the next couple of weeks, or maybe even some things need to be moved to the next quarter, right? Maybe some things need to be passed off to someone else who may be better at accomplishing that task than you. And that'll allow you to focus on the thing that you can control and allow you to focus on the thing that you are actually good at or the things that you're great at. Okay. And this is where you start to take back your control. So from your 20%, once we've identified that, right, we've already set down the 80. And so now we're focusing on the 20. So from your 20%, what I want you to do is I want you to ask, what's the one move that actually makes progress within this 20%, right? What's the one move that actually is going to make progress? Because one right move will do far more for you than 10 scattered ones. One right move will do more for you than 10 scattered ones. Okay. The overwhelm that we feel usually comes from a lack of clarity. And that lack of clarity is usually because we're trying to put so much on our plate or we've accepted so much on our plate that we haven't learned to say no to things and we haven't learned to prioritize things and only accept the 20% that's going to drive us to the next phase. That 20% should be moving our needle and giving us far greater results. And then everything else it's just not a priority in this moment. And so the overwhelm, it's not because you can't handle it. It's just simply because it's too much on your plate. If everything is sitting on your shoulders and we keep adding more weight, eventually we're going to find out what your pressure threshold is. And then if we go beyond that, then things will start to crumble, things will start to break, things will start to separate, right? You will start to lose focus, and focus really matters. And so focus on the things that matter, focus on that 20%, make that one move within that 20% that's going to drive you to that next step, and then watch how things change. I challenge you and I dare you to apply that to your life, to your business, and to your systems today. As always, you know I love to close out with a song that I've created using AI. And the song for today is going to be Overwhelmed. I hope you enjoy.
Room clean, phone charged, bills paid, I'm still scarred. Everything look calm on the surface. Inside I'm pacing, feeling nervous. Friends say I'm good, I'm blessed. Heart say, nah, I'm stressed. Smile on my face like a costume, but I'm breathing heavy in a full room. I'm overwhelmed. Can't tell you why. Got a storm in my chest, clear blue sky. Nothing wrong in my world, still I'm not fine. I'm overwhelmed, I'm losing my mind. Snap fast, I don't even mean it. Short fuse, I be fighting my demons. Every little thing feel loud to me. Every soft word sound proud to me. Scroll, don't wanna think. Hit another call, then pour a drink. Something in my head off balance. Too much power, not enough outlet. Overwhelmed, can't tell you why. Got a storm in my chest, clear blue sky. Nothing wrong in my world, still I'm not fine. I'm overwhelmed, I'm losing my mind. Oh, I'm losing. Hey, I'm losing. Yeah. Maybe I just need to scream in the driveway. Run to my legs, give out on the highway. Punch on the back till my hands go numb. Pray till the anger finally comes undone. If I find us